welcome to the video, to my channel. I'm going to be walking my normal circuit today around Sonoma State University. About a 3-mile loop that I do pretty much every day to get the exercise I need to get. And want to start bringing people along with me who want to see this area, see how things have changed around here. I'm walking on a path that goes between Rancho Cotati High School and houses to the right over here. And this connects from Snyder Lane, back into Sonoma State University. So anybody who's familiar with this area can, or maybe from the past, grew up at going to Rancho Cotati High School or in Rohnert Park, can see how things are similar, how things are different. Some outbuildings here at Rancho Cotati. This field up here to the left is where I played soccer in high school. They have a nice new stadium with an artificial grass field now. Not sure if you'll be able to see it, but you can see way off in the distance there's some grandstands and some yellow football goalposts. And just over there is where they do soccer now. I'll show you later where that is. We're expecting a bunch of rain this week. Today is Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Happy New Year. We're expecting a bunch of rain this week, and so I wanted to get this video out, obviously, before it starts to rain. Get this, my walk. Like I said, I walk every day. So yeah, to get this even documented before this rain starts to come, I'll probably take some video out in the rain. But we're expecting to have some pretty serious flooding this year. Happens every once in a while. But, you know, they say we've had these drought conditions and whatnot. And so it's going to be really good to get all of this water coming, even if it's destructive, I guess. I don't wish that on anybody, but we're grateful for all the rain that's coming this week. So I'll just take you along and hope you enjoy this with me and point some things out as I feel necessary. But enjoy the walk. Probably about 54 degrees or so right now. Let's see. Correction, it's saying it's having a hard time figuring it out. Should be about 47 actually right now. 48, okay, that was off. 48 degrees. So these people are taking down these eucalyptus trees. There was a row all the way across that goes all the way down here that they've started taking off down to the right. But in front of us, you can see the huge tree has been here for as long as I can remember. I'll try to get some pictures of what they're doing over here and not get in their way. Taking a break. Look, I want to get this done before all the rain comes. You can see over here. Look at all that pile. I'm not sure if you can see that. Huge. These guys are taking a lunch break. A few of those guys over there had some burritos. Look like they're cooking some burritos out here. It's awesome. Makes you gonna want to go work for the tree service, but look at these hunks. Not sure if you can see how big these things are. They're cutting down. These are huge trees. Like I said, they've been here since I can ever remember. We've lived in Roanoke Park for a long time. And, yeah. So maybe those who've gone to Sonoma State as well can kind of get a look around the college. Remember this place. Dorms, big water tank here in front of me. I do about 3 miles around here a day, maybe a little bit shorter than that or a little bit over. Kind of depends on how I go about. Sometimes I want to kind of mix it up, come in through campus, and I'll do that for you guys in the future as well. There's some more eucalyptus straight ahead. I wonder if they're going to take these out too. Looks like there's at least one. These trees are huge. At least 100 feet tall. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 big eucalyptus trees here. They've gone around through the last maybe 5 or 10 years. They've been taking them out, maybe 5 years or so. Been removing the eucalyptus around here. So anyone who knows this area knows that Sonoma State was surrounded with eucalyptus trees. They smell good, but they're destructive. When things fall off of those trees, it's bad news. So to the left here is a creek that never floods, but we're expecting this to get pretty heavy, and they're doing some work back down that way with some tractors, I believe, to kind of clear it out, getting ready for the storm. It's going to come. I'll show you the water here pretty soon. Yeah, about 3 miles. I walk probably about 3 miles an hour, maybe 3.5. Try to do this every day. I'm thinking about starting to kind of create a video profile, day to day. Do some stuff with my bike too. Riding around Sonoma County, checking out the trails, and maybe even just kind of showing the changing of the seasons and whatnot. All of this area is really thinned out. So the creek down here, can't really see. It's pretty overgrown with just the growth over the years and blackberry bushes, I guess. So I finally got this chest mount for my phone. You could also put a GoPro on this. But if my phone works fine, it's good quality and whatnot. I'm not trying to edit videos or do much else, but just document. Show people around. We have this chest holder. You're all probably familiar with how they go on. They hold the camera right in the middle of your breast, your chest. The thing that will be probably a challenge is the audio, especially going to like bike rides or windy days, to see if the audio will be rough. I'm not sure at this point really like what I want to put into doing this kind of stuff. But I don't think that those microphones are with the fuzzy stuff on, or the foam that keeps the wind noise down, I don't think those are that expensive. I just don't know how, do they connect to the phone? Do they connect to the power jack on your phone? Anybody knows, leave me a comment down below. I can go off that. I might do a little research for it too, but like, what's the best way, cheapest way, easiest way, I guess, to get good audio through your cell phone connected? I don't have on my phone, I don't have a audio jack, just a charging port. So when I use my headphones that plug in, I don't have a headphone jack. I plug in directly with like the hi-fi connector through the charging port, which was a little kind of a bummer when I noticed that on the phone when I got it. I wasn't getting it for that audio jack, but every phone I've had so far has had that, so now I got to use Bluetooth or that hi-fi jack, which is fine. All right. Usually we'll see people on this path here. It's just cold and wet, and it's Tuesday, 11:30 or so. There's not many people out, but you'll see we'll run into people and say hi to some people. Here's this pond. There's a pond over here. Usually a lot of geese and ducks, and then there's a pond over here, bigger, that a lot of people like to take pictures around and kind of get to see a little bit here. I'll just walk in here. There's turtles in this pond. There's geese that come, ducks throughout the year. They hold big events out here in that tent for the school, Sonoma State. But anybody who's familiar with this area, they know this spot for sure. This is one of the, I think, more attractive things about Sonoma State is this cool little pond here. People fish out here, and I know they're not catching anything big, but if you're familiar with this area, you know this spot right here. All the leaves are gone. They're cutting down some trees back here. These weren't eucalyptus. They were just funky old dead trees that were creating a problem. They just spewed all of the bark out here. All the when they chipped them, they just spread it all out here. Little shoes, interesting. Baby shoes. Like I said, a lot of people come out here to do pictures for the holidays, for the seasons, when the leaves are changing colors. If I'm able to do more videos, you'll see that change. Like I said, I maybe like document the seasons and do this every once in a while. Thanks for joining me. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe and keep coming along. Okay, here's the creek. Somebody passed away here, unfortunately, a long time ago, and they've faithfully brought flowers here to remember who it was. But here's the creek. The water's flowing. Pretty good. And this bridge takes you over to the Green Center. You'll see this parking lot is full of these. I'm not sure what kind of trees these are, but they're a very common tree here in Sonoma Park. But they produce a lot of leaves. There are leaves. The people who are working the grounds out here are constantly dealing with these leaves in that time of year when they fall. Looks like they've all pretty much come down. They pile up in here. They blow them off into this little pondy area. And blow them off into the beds around the place. It's kind of unfortunate because it just seems to destroy or kind of choke out some of the other bushes and plants that are here. But I think that they used to collect them, which is a pain in the butt. I know it. But this is obviously much easier to just blow from the parking lots in some measure into here. And I know they do pick some up too. They're not like doing all that because there's way more leaves. Let's have a quick stretch here. About a mile or so in from, a little bit more than that, from where I started. I didn't turn the camera on from the house because a little bit of privacy, but also getting out onto Snyder Lane is loud and there's a lot of noise out there. So started on the path by the high school. Now over here is some new housing. If you haven't been around Sonoma State for quite a while, this is now K section out there. New homes they've been building all the way out to Petaluma Hill Road. Nice houses out there. They're big homes and they're kind of crammed together. When I get on my bike riding video, I'll take you out there. Hope this angle is okay. Never done this before, so I hope the angle that I have you at is a good angle. Sorry for the sniffle. Try not to do that. But it's cold. It's not windy right now. A little windy, but not too bad. Hi. How are you? Good, how you doing? Good. across the street here. There's the green center. There's some work out here. These trees are so beautiful when they're full. We'll get in spring, they'll go white with their blossoms, whatever you call those, the blossoms. And then there's I think they're plum trees. That time of year I'll bring some video out too. Take some video out here and show you. Right now it's all barren. There's no leaves up on the trees up there. But yeah. Front of the green center. This is where the classrooms are. Look at these chairs. I'm going to go up here. It's a little crusty with tree fall. But look at these. Look at this. It's a note. They look like a chair, kind of. Maybe it's a sitting thing. Bar Note Bench, 2007, Robert W. Ellison. Cool. I've been walking around Sonoma State now for a few years. Got to know a little bit one of the guys that works on one of the tractors out here doing maintenance and keeping the groundskeeper, I guess you'd say. Nice guy. Wave to the police officers, security officers that are out here when I see them. They're always nice. So the students are out this week, which is always nice walking around here when they're not here because it's totally free, like open campus. But it's also nice when they're here too, to see the life happening. Here's another coming back across the same creek. Not sure if you can see this. It's the same creek going under the bridge. Just a little further up. As I view this, I'll kind of get dialed in, like what's the right angle. I have the phone set just barely ticked down a little bit. I mean, just barely. And also I have it on the anti-vibration setting, or the stabilization thing. So we'll see how that all works. Sometimes that kind of has that slow motion effect as you're moving from side to side. Kind of awkward when you're turning, you know, it's like it's catching up. Coming up to the soccer field, and the softball field, baseball field, every tennis courts. There's the cold. Hopefully you can hear. Well, here's the soccer practice field. The baseball field is out there. Softball field here to the right. Girls softball field. Dorm straight ahead. There's a cool pond straight ahead with 4 fountains that shoots water out. Another cool little installment here for Sonoma State. Yeah, so they have the fountains off right now, but 4 fountains straight ahead there, and one back behind as well in the dorms. A lot of Canadian geese come in here and poop everywhere. Get the water and get the grass. Coming around to where the old football team used to play for Sonoma State when they had one. As far as I know, they don't have one anymore. When Sonoma State used to be, I believe, the Cossacks or the Cossacks. Now they're the Seawolves. There also used to be a huge row out here of eucalyptus as well. Took all those down a couple years ago. And then around the front side of the main entrance to the campus, just huge. Anybody who used to come here and did the frisbee golf out in the front on East Cotati would remember all that eucalyptus cover all gone. We'll head down here. Careful. Be nice if they had a sidewalk down the left side here, so that I could just stay out of campus, like off the sidewalks in campus here. Alright, here's the dorms. Newer dorms. Looks like some students are back here. I'm not sure when the classes start again, but when the semester starts again, they're coming back. That's East Cotati Avenue. I'm not going out there. Take a right. Stay on the campus here. So that's roughly about 2 miles. Maybe 1 3/4. Now I'm heading back. I usually put on a podcast or something and put it in one ear so I can hear what's going on still, and yet listen to something. It's also nice to just kill that and just like enjoy a walk. It's always nice to get out. Feels better when I'm struggling or stressing. Go for a walk, and it is a blessing. I usually walk straight down into the parking lot here to kind of keep myself outside of the busyness of the campus. So I'm going to go straight, but I'm going to cut off to the right when I get up there and take us back into campus a little bit so you can see inside the campus a little bit more, especially while there's not many people here. These beautiful evergreen trees, or whatever these are, straight ahead. Cool rows and kind of a filler of these evergreen trees. Really beautiful out there. There's a couple that are dying out, but these have survived some hot years. I've watched them get really brown. And there's a point where I was thinking, like, man, they might have to cut these out too because of how dry and dead they were looking. But only a few actually died. But yeah, these are really cool. Again, like 100 feet, I don't know, 100 feet tall. Huge. There's a bunch of them. This is kind of like, to me, is like Sonoma State right here. These evergreen trees, or whatever they are. Redwood? Could be redwood. I'm not sure. I guess I could take a picture. Try to find out. Let's Google it. Thinking. Spruce? and turn right. Royal Splendor spruce. I'm not sure. Douglas fir. Interesting. I wonder if I take a picture right here, if it will give me more. Let's take a picture of this right here. And these are just the suckers. Coastal redwood. Cypress. Well, bringing up a bunch of different things. Don't know. Turn this off. Now, if you can zoom in, see all the way out there, there's the mountains out there. Cloudy. All the dorms I just walked from. The main entrance is right over here. Can't see it from this through the trees, but that's the main entrance. You come drive along here. And I want to show you something over here. In this area of redwood trees, there's a little secret garden pathway through here. I want to show you something I did. I found a little thing in the parking lot one day. And I wasn't going to keep it. So I decided to put it right here. Can you see that? You gotta look to see that thing, huh? I know about it. I wonder if anybody else has seen it. So here's the main entrance, a little security shack over here. Let's see where we go here. Stay along the sidewalk here. Oh. I heard they are doing an upgrade here of their electrical grid or something like that in here. They had to cut out a bunch of redwood trees, total bummer, or whatever these trees are, out of here. Yeah. It's kind of sad. And they redid this whole lot over here. New asphalt, and they're still working on it. Finishing. Yeah, more people here than I thought. This dirt's usually grass. So they must have done some construction out here, some work in this ground here. Dorm straight ahead. I think I'll go in to the right in here. Done a lot of work in this area over the years. This whole building here, this student center to the right, is pretty new. I remember years ago, I used to skate. There was a rail in here, like a bar that was in here. that was there, I believe, for motorcycles to lock to or bikes to lock to, something like that. And we used to slide it and do all the stuff you do on a skateboard with the 1.5 foot tall bar. Slide it, grind it. Skateboarding is not a crime. They just redid this whole building ahead. I think it's Darwin Hall or Darwin or Stevenson Hall. I'm not sure. Totally redid it. I'll take you in there sometime. Maybe I was going there right now. Recreational building to the right, all the sports equipment in there, physical fitness equipment. Super nice. We love this Star of Jasmine bush here. I'm not sure if you see that to the left here, but there's a lot of this around the campus. It smells really good. Pretty when it blossoms too, white blossoms, little star blossoms. Yeah, straight ahead is that new work that they did. Okay, Darwin Hall's right here on the right. They didn't redo that. They did that, painted it years back. It's kind of a tan color. But straight ahead is what they did for, I think it's Stevenson. Fully redid it. I'll take you around there more in the future. Walk around it. Yeah, it's all done. Down to the library. Charlie Brown's Cafe. Cool. Charlie Brown Cafe. No. Okay, you can see over to the right here again. That's where we started with the eucalyptus trees. Did a full circle, exterior and some interior. I will take you further with that in the future. Feels like the sun's coming out a little bit. It's starting to warm up. Got my hat off. Maybe get a little sun on my dome today. Yeah, they are chopping those trees down. They are destructive, I know that. I've heard things too about fire. Like they can be not good. The fires, we've had some pretty devastating fires around here in the last 5 years, 6 years. Thankfully, it seems like those really dry and hot summers have gone. But that was some very crazy years. I was at work at Costco the morning of the severe fire that we had in 2017, I believe October. I want to say 8th or 9th, somewhere around there. 2017, I went in real early that morning. We were going to be doing some moving of products. I went in at about 2 o'clock. I remember when I came in the parking lot, 2 o'clock in the morning, there was one gentleman standing by the back of his truck just inside the parking lot on his cell phone. And I thought that was odd. We don't see people in our parking lot at 2 o'clock in the morning. I usually didn't go there till about 4 or 5 in the morning to do my job. But we were there, like I said, early to do the moving the products as we do. And so I thought that was odd to see that guy. And I've seen some weird people out doing things, you know. But you can tell when there's somebody weird doing something weird. And this guy was, you know, just at his truck. So it was just kind of odd. Well, get into work and start doing work maybe 3 o'clock or so. We started getting sick calls from people. And then we had a couple people come in and say, there's fires happening. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, I had no idea. When I drove to work, if I would have looked back to the east, I would have seen the hills behind our house, you know, 5 or 10 miles behind our house, on fire. And it was windy. It was crazy windy that night. I hardly slept, getting ready for that early morning shift. And so people started coming into work that were local, that were saying there's fires out there. And so then we start to kind of get a peek outside, and we start seeing that the parking lot is literally filling up with people. By 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, we were bringing pallets of water out to people. We opened our side door to help people come in and use the bathroom. It was crazy. It was crazy. Really scary. I've never seen anything like that. Just our parking lot was like, it was like a busy day. It was the weirdest thing. And as the sun came up, it was just like crazy orange and like just the weirdest experience I've ever had. Scary, really scary. And then for the next couple of years, we had things similar to that happen, and kind of became a thing here in Sonoma County. Fires and a lot of people on edge still, I know, because of what happened back then. It was whole neighborhoods. One in particular, I can't remember the name of it, but totally wiped out. It was almost like it was picked out specifically. And just all of the houses in that subdivision were destroyed. So it's good to have rain. Really thankful for all of this rain and for all the lakes filling back up, and feels like we've possibly maybe come to a new cycle here. We'll have a lot of rain now. Things will change, we hope. So, coming to the end here, coming up to Snyder, I'll turn the camera off, stop recording, and thank you for coming along, and do some more of this in the future. Thanks to Grace for watching. I know that she'll watch this. Love you, Grace. And yeah, I'll put some more videos together and see how this turns out. And again, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll just keep making stuff. If not, whatever. Maybe I'll just make them anyways. Who cares? cares, right? Got any questions or comments, put them in there. I can do other things. I'm kind of hoping to like maybe move around Sonoma County and do some of the local regional parks and get out to the coast and do some things out there and really get more comfortable with this thing and go from there. So here we go. We're at the end here, and talk to you later.